Alrighty guys, in this video let's talk about how to gain authority over your competitors, and this is a hidden secret. So our goal is to give you as much value on this video as possible, and take your notes out and start to apply what we say, because this is going to really change your business for the long run. So have you ever noticed, if you walk through your neighborhood and you notice certain faces that continue to pop up everywhere, right? Maybe it's a town jewelry buyer whose ads you've seen on every bus as it drives by. Maybe it's the head of the top performing team in their neighborhood, posting every bus stop in every 5 mile radius, right? You know what those people have in common? You can actually name them off by heart, and they remain top of mind far after you actually see their face, and that's top of mind awareness. And top of mind awareness is obviously, this kind of awareness is not something that's going to happen right away. It's not going to happen overnight. During the process of staying in front of leads and customers, you're actually going to begin to subconsciously build rapport with your database. So think about your favorite celebrity, right? Chances are that if you're to meet them in person, you already feel like you sort of know them, right? This is because they remain in front of you so often. So you unknowingly build a level of trust with them. And that's how you want to be with your local market, right? The importance of building certain factors of rapport, i.e. is the know, like, and trust factor. What we always talk about with our customers at Generateagentlead.com is that it shouldn't be taken lightly, right? Because especially when we're doing online lead generation, these people are cold. Like, there's literally no reason why they should work with you. So you have to earn their business through establishing know, like, and trust. So imagine if you can give yourself a leg up on the competition by just prematurely building this rapport, right? So when a lead comes in and they are like actively searching, they already have a good idea of who you are and what you're all about, and feel comfortable moving forward with you. So really, the hidden secret, right? Let's talk about the quote unquote the hidden secret. Now, what if there was only a way to not only stay top of mind, but also build a strong foundation of social proof in the same way as the largest multi-million-dollar companies, right? Would you like to be able to build massive amounts of credibility and trust, and increase brand visibility, and even strengthen your SEO? So if you use this method, you will accumulate your own quote-unquote online real estate on other websites, and use that to drive leads, customers directly to you. So real estate typically goes up in value. This is going to go up in value over time. And you're going to turn yourself into an authority figure in the space, and will really have no trouble finding you. It will find you, right? So you want to get featured, right? Get featured in press. Get featured in press releases, magazine articles. This is going to help you as a real estate agent. And like, these kind of things just seem like, oh, I'll do it later when I'm successful. No, get this done ASAP. Position yourself as an expert and get a leg up on every single person. The world of commission-based sales, including real estate, is super competitive. If you're not doing whatever you can to be at the top, you are losing, all right? So chances are that you may have not even thought about the potential benefits PR could have on your business. Press articles are literally an amazing way of pushing yourself as an authority figure. Whether you're being featured on local newspaper or you're being paid to be featured on a certain website online, the more content you have out surrounding you, the better, right? So let me put this in context as well. Let's just say you're running Facebook ads. A lot of agents have a bad taste in their mouth about Facebook ads. Why? Because they never made any money with them. And the reason is because when we look at a general client acquisition channel, it's a small part of a sales process. So a sales process is, how do you get customers, right? How do you get customers? And when we talk about point 0 on the left side and we want to go to point 1 on the right side, there's a series of steps within that sales process, right? One of those steps is Facebook ads. Now, a lot of agents, they just run that one step and they expect them to magically churn $1 into 20 without doing anything. And the thing is, it's like there's a series of steps, right? So let's talk about this. Let's just say you have an optimized system, meaning a lead comes into your system. You have drip campaigns starting the conversation for you. You're calling up leads. You have your scripts dialed in, right? Your friend requesting leads that come in to your database, right? You're emailing them. You have a YouTube channel set up, putting content out there. You're email blasting your database once or twice a week with new YouTube videos providing content. Just like this right now, you're watching this video probably on YouTube. You're getting content from this. One more reason to come and work with us at Generating Leads. At the same time, if you're Googling us now, you're going to see press release articles of companies that have reached out to us and said, hey, you guys are doing great things in the real estate space. We want to feature you. Now, companies can reach out to you. You can also reach out to them. It's the same thing. But as a real estate agent, unless you're like a mega player or a big brokerage, chances are not the press won't always approach you, and they do. It's going to be very, very, very expensive sometimes. I know companies that will get you featured on with like Barbara Corcoran. It could cost like $30K a month, right? So it can get very, very expensive very, very fast. So let's talk about position of power, right? So the sort of good press puts you in the position of power where you appear very knowledgeable on your specific area or expertise. And if you think this is irrelevant, consider the last time you turned on the local news, right? A lot of local news stations have segments devoted to real estate. How do you think the quote-unquote experts in these segments appear to the general public, right? In reality, they might not even know much more than your average Joe realtor, right? But the position they put themselves in allows them to appear as an expert. Especially if we're playing the seller side, we want to deal with experts, right? Because we look at seller lead generation as a whole. There is a fair share of people that doesn't want to list with their family or friend for convenience sake, but a lot of people don't want to go with their family or friend, especially younger population nowadays, because they don't want to have to deal with their friend or family, because there's a certain level of business acumen, there's a level of relationship that's different with a friend or family that you otherwise cannot get with an expert, right? Because you can't say certain things to a friend or family member, right? So there's a lot of personality types that just want to work with an expert, and that's why you want to come in. So these are the same agents that are coming in and bringing the lion's share of profit by doing these certain things, right? They're pushing themselves as experts in the industry, and that's what they're getting consistent online real estate coming to them, which is mean their local presence is growing through SEO, over time, and over time it's going to really result in so much business where it's like you can really just retire if you use your money correctly, right? So where should I be looking? If you're serious about building out your brand and positioning yourself as an authority figure, you need to be making the right connections, right? Get involved with the local real estate related groups, websites, and blogs, right? Like you can even have a Facebook group that just talks about general community problems and general community anything in reality, right? Go to networking events and make friends with writers of major publications, right? You can pay fees to be featured to appropriate audiences. You can find avenues to be published in a time-consuming chore, but it is worth your time, right? So you can go and reach out to potential press releases, and just go to press releases and email the person that wrote that and just reach out and say, hey, I'd be willing to give a segment on a weekly basis, or comment on a real estate related blog to a person that wrote in like a local news article and say, hey John, I really liked your segment on this. This really gave me a good insight. I also recommend adding in this. Also, if you never need help, I would love to give some insight into your blogs and potentially get featured in one of them. So as long as you give them that personal aspect, that touch point, they have one more reason to work with you. Again, it's just prospecting, really. As a real estate agent, you have to wear many hats. So this is normal, right, if you're trying to get to the top. But if you're too busy, we can help, right? A lot of agents are just too busy to handle this side of the marketing, or simply do not have the right connections, right? As an agent, we wear many hats, like I said. You need a full-time marketing department. You need to treat your business like a business, right? Our business has a full-time marketing department. We have a full-time sales department, full-time back-end and operations. You need to have the three components, right? Marketing, sales, product. As you grow bigger and bigger, you typically need to have different experts in each single industry, right? So let us handle your marketing for you, and also you're part of your sales process, right? And you just focus on your product, which is how can I serve real estate agents? So how can I serve my buyers and sellers at the highest level, right? So that being said, would you like Generateagentlead to get you featured in well-known publications? In fact, we just featured this all together to Generateagentlead Digital Agent Accelerator. If you want to go ahead and get started, schedule a one-on-one strategy session below with one of our sales specialists here at generateagentleads.com/schedule. You can beat the competition and build brand authority like no other agent in your market. And it's actually currently in beta stage, so we're only going to bring in qualified agents. But we are trying to do everything we can here at Generateagentleads to make sure you're successful, right? Whether it's having to get you featured in PR so leads can know, like, and trust you, we will do that. We will go out of our way to help you succeed, right? So go ahead and, guys, book a call at www.generateagentleads.com/schedule. If you guys find value in this video, leave a like, share, and subscribe. And there's tons of more content on our YouTube channel, on our website, so be sure to absorb them and take notes and apply. The most important thing is taking action. Free advice like this never gets taken, action upon. So that's why a lot of us stay broke. So let's go ahead and start implementing these things, and let's start getting the bank account to go up. All right. So guys, hope you found value in this video, and see you guys in the next one.